What's up guys? So it's New Year's Eve, last day of 2019. I popped a question on Facebook and asked if you want me to pop some value, my last bit of value of 2019, about mindset or planning preparation with weight loss. So there's an even response. I'm going to do a video of both. This video is going to be about mindset. I'm going to talk quite quickly because I want to try and keep this under 5 minutes. There's a lot with mindset. Mindset is very powerful. A lot of people say they're going to get in a good mindset and all they do is watch a video, read something motivational, which is great, and it helps towards or contributes towards getting into a good mindset. But not a lot of people take actual steps. So I'm going to give you the actual steps that I take and what I use for my clients to help them not only get into a great mindset, but help them become unstoppable on their weight loss journey. So the first thing you need to know is, if you're going through a weight loss journey, is you've got to be happier where you are now, not where you are in the future. So say your end goal is to say lose 4 stone. If you think, right, I'm going to wait until I've lost 4 stone to be happier, you're priming yourself to be happier in the future. When you get to the 4 stone weight loss mark, you won't be as happy as you thought you were because you're looking forward to the future. So as hard as it may sound, you've got to be happier now, not later, okay? So that's number 1. With the mindset, I break it down into 4 different elements. So these are my methods. The first one is goals. What's your goal? What specific you're trying to aim for? The second is your vision, trying to create a visual roadmap of where you're going. The third is the barriers, try and figure out the barriers before you even come to them. And then the last one is achieve, how you're going to achieve it. Now I've come to a dead end. I'm currently, footpath. I think I'll take that one. I'll go this way first. I'll do this. I'm currently trying to map out my 10k routes for 2019 and I've got lost. Anyway, okay, so let's dive into it, all right? So the first one is the goals. If you don't have specific goals, you're just shooting in the air. You know, you're throwing darts in the dark, okay? If you don't have specific, it's hard to stay focused. So for example, if you say I'm just going to lose weight, you don't know when, you know, your end goal is. You're just going to be happy when you had the weight loss. You want to put specifics on it. And the best way to understand this is, imagine if you was going to go on holiday, right? And it's right, I need to save some money. And you just start saving, but you don't know actually how much the holiday is going to be or how much you're going to save to spend. And then when it comes to the holiday, you might not have enough money. So it's like a bit of a anticlimax, okay? When you have specifics, you have certain goals, you know when you're going to get closer, you know when you're going to feel the achievement feelings, okay? So specifics. And the best way to have specifics is not in weight, but in sizes. So your dress sizes and potentially body fats if you want to know numbers, okay? And that will be much better than the weight loss, because if you're doing the right things, the scale's going to go up and down, up and down. They're not going to go straight down, okay? Which you're probably hoping when you do weight loss. So with goals, the specific one is your appearance goal, which I just talked about, and the second is the physical ability goal. So your physical fitness levels, you must have fitness levels in because they work hand in hand. Why? What's the point of trying to go through a weight loss journey and not try and become fitter? They work hand in hand, all right? So first of all, you measure your fitness level. It might be very poor. And then you put different targets what you want to achieve. As there's so many different ways and different avenues of becoming fit, you don't have to try and do all of them. So let me give you an example. You might want to become fitter by running, you know, which is great, and you focus on that. Or you might want to become fitter by becoming stronger, which is great, and you should focus on that. So if it's running and you can't even walk a mile, then brilliant. Your aim is to try and achieve X, and you want to try and achieve something that is slightly delusional. So your delusional goal could be, I want to be able to run a marathon within 12 months, even if you can't even walk a mile today, okay? And so what you're then able to do is break them goals down. And I encourage you to break them down into 8 different sections. Every 6 weeks, have a smaller goal. So right now, if you can't walk a mile, your first aim in 6 weeks is to be able to walk a mile consistently. Brilliant, number 1 goal done. Your 6 weeks after that, next goal is to be able to walk, run 5k. You know, and you're trying to achieve that. Brilliant, done. 6 weeks after that, your aim is to walk, run 10k, and then you keep improving. And then when you get to the end, you know, your 1 mile walk will feel like a walk in the park 12 months later. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. Is it going to be worth it? Hell yes. Okay, so that's the goals. Oh, I passed 5 minutes. Unlucky. Anyway. So next thing is your vision. So the vision, if you do this right, is the most powerful part of the whole element, okay? with the vision, you want to try and create a roadmap, and what it does at the beginning, it gives you a little taste of what the end is going to be like. So what you do, you ask yourself multiple questions. You ask yourself, why are you doing this? What's the purpose? What you're trying to get out of it? You know, who's it affecting? You being in the body, an unhealthy body at the moment now. You know, what are you going to do differently when you're in your end goal? And the reason why you ask these questions is because there's a reason why you're going to put yourself through this journey, because this journey is not going to be easy, and it's probably going to be the most toughest journey of your life. So why are you willing to put yourself through the toughest journey of your life? What's the purpose? What's the outcome? And if you keep asking loads of little questions like that, it taps into your why and all this sort of stuff. And what you want to do, you then want to write it down. So you write down as much detail as possible. This is why I love training in Devon, because it's just full of hills up and down, and huffing and puffing. I'll be running up this in the next couple of days. So when you write it down, it's on your piece of paper, you know. You want to spend some time doing this one thing. There's multiple questions that you can ask yourself, okay? And you can just write it like a journal. And the best way to write it out is, imagine if you had an audience, okay? And in 12 months' time, you had to write to that audience, and you had to write about, you want to think, what do you want that audience to hear you say? So for example, in 12 months' time, you could be like, I've just finished a half marathon. I'm now a size 10. I'm in a polka dot dress. I feel amazing. You know, I'm so proud of myself. You know, I can enjoy my kids so much more, blah, blah, blah. So you want to write it like you're already there, and you want to write like what you want your listeners to read or hear, okay? So that's vision. The next or third thing is the barriers. So you want to plan the barriers before you even hit them, because there are going to be barriers, okay? So the more barriers you can figure out before you come to them, the better the solution is going to be. So you already have a solution before the problem, okay? And you want to spend time listing them all off. So for example, it could be time, you know, time to be able to cook all your food. So then you have to put the solution, which would be cook all your food on one day for 7 days in advance. It could be shopping all for your food on 1 day in advance. It could be timing for exercising. It could be, right, on Wednesdays, there's absolutely no chance I'm going to be able to get to the gym. So I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to train at home. That's it. You know, there could be money. You know, I don't have much money. So it's like, well, I haven't got money for a gym. So I'm going to figure out how to train without a gym. Or it could be money for knowledge, you know. I don't have money for a personal trainer or a course. Then your solution is going to be, I'll just have to spend the time researching. And that's what's going to cost you, time to research on the internet, all right? The more barriers you can figure out before you hit them, the better it's going to be for you. There's going to be all sorts, you know. You might have to cook separate meals because you've got a big family. Have to factor it in, understand it, all right? And the last thing is achieve. How are you going to achieve this? You want to figure out how you're going to achieve it before you do it. Too many people's like, I need to lose weight. And they come to the Monday, they don't have anything planned, they don't have anything prepared. Ironically, that's the next video I'm going to be doing. And they just kind of wing it. And the people wing it, very rarely do they ever get the proper results they need. They might get results, but they most likely always end up going backwards, okay? So you must plan it, and if you don't know, you should reach out. It's not, you know, if you have to pay someone some money that's going to teach you something that's going to help you for a lifetime, it's probably worth the money, even if it is what you might think is expensive. The only reason it's expensive is because you're paying for something you don't particularly want to pay for. You just want the results. You don't want to go through or have the commitment of going through it, all right? So that was just an overview. So hopefully it gave you a bit of an insight of what you could do. Hopefully you took something away from it. If you do have any questions, pop them down and I will answer them. I am huffing and puffing, as you can see. I'm puffing out my ass, to be honest, but it's obviously working. So do pop your questions below. I'll be happy to answer them. If you come to my workshop, I'll go into this in more depth there, but if you want some more knowledge, pop it below. Happy to answer. Apart from that, have a wicked day and start New Year strong. Start 2020 strong, finish it strong. Look at this house, amazing. Off topic, but anyway, start strong, finish strong. If you don't have any goals, have goals, even if it's little. And if you achieve half of it in 2020, it's definitely worth it. Apart from that, have a great new year. Ciao.